What is up, Moment family, and happy 2021. We want to share some of our favorite YouTube channels and creators that we think you would enjoy. So first on my list is CINE In-Depth. In-Depth CINE has been by far my favorite YouTube channel of last year and still is this year. He explores the technical and philosophical side of filmmaking. He brings in different directors' quotes, the reasons why they pick certain cameras, certain film stocks, certain lenses, and it's just really amazing to just witness what it takes to make a film, and it actually just simplifies what you need to do to make a film if that's what you want to do. Now Felicia is a DP and a filmmaker. She has a lot of knowledge of the film industry from her experience, and I really admire what she brings to the table. It's really just the stuff that you really need to know if you want to get into commercial or just film in general. Film making, that is. So stuff like understanding what a focus puller is, understanding how to grip lights properly, all these other things that you want to kind of learn the nitty-gritty about, the least fun stuff, she talks about it and it's worth listening to. I personally learned a lot from Felicia, and she just really enforces how to have a good practice of whatever you're doing as a filmmaker.
What's up, what's up? Check 1, 2. Rig culture. Trying to be like Joshua, what can I say? All right, so for my first pick for creators to watch in 2021, it is Patrick Tomasso. I am Patrick T. I think he is an incredible filmmaker, photographer, overall tech reviewer, because he's not only relatable, but I think he's super funny, super quirky, and is just really on top of it. When I see something that Patrick tweets about or makes a video about, I know it's gonna be relevant. And not only that, I mean, he does a lot of like street stuff, tech stuff, and food stuff, which who doesn't like to watch and see food photography? So I would definitely highly recommend his channel. Super good. All right, another channel that you definitely want to check out is Nothing But Tech. Jacqueline does a great job running that channel. She's one of my favorite tech YouTubers in regards to the mobile space. She has like a crazy knowledge of iOS and Android phones, but more than her knowledge and her filmmaking, I really do love like her passion for tech and what she brings to her videos. I think a lot of YouTubers or creatives can get in this space where they're not pumped as much, and you can just tell by her videos that she really has a good positive attitude, positive outlook on the tech space, and her videos definitely show that. So for that reason, I always watch her videos, and thanks Jacqueline for, keeping positive and keep making your videos. Definitely check her out.
BRAE's channel is one that I recently came across, and I am so glad that I did. BRAE is a really talented film photographer, and his videos have this beautiful balance of sentiment and humor, all with a pace that can put you into almost a meditative state at times. You get good music, cinematic video, knowledge, great photos, and a laugh from every video. Negative Feedback is the brainchild of ultra-talented UK photographer George Munsey. On this channel, you can find a variety of videos, camera and film comparisons, shooting vlogs, tutorials, and interviews. It's obvious George is incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to gear and technicalities, and he does this thing where he'll often bring in historical photographers and historical works to educate you on a specific topic.
Now Ryan is a creator I recently started watching, and man, his storytelling is on point. His presentation, his flow, his rhythm, is just a really great piece of content that you can enjoy and also just learn from. Now right now he's on the journey of making his career as a filmmaker, and right now he's doing a lot of content from his phone, from his computer webcam. It's just very creative and intuitive, and I think a lot of you all might appreciate that as I do. So Brittney JANAE is a filmmaker and a friend of mine that I've been following for the last couple of years. She's an avid roller skater, but most importantly, she is a filmmaker trying to give the voice of other black filmmakers in the industry. One of her most recent projects, Why Documenting Your Family is Important, is something I highly recommend watching. So give her some love. Now Rob is a professional through and through, and he's also a gearhead like me. He takes you behind the scenes on all of his projects, from corporate work, from commercial work, or just side projects from his business. My dude is dripping with knowledge and high-end production, which is totally worth watching and learning from him.
Another channel on my must-watch list is BENJ HAISCH, and BENJ is a fellow Pacific Northwest photographer. Met up with him a couple times in the past. We do want to collab again in the future, but BENJ is just a knowledge bank of vintage cameras, vintage lenses, cameras I'll probably never actually hold in my hands. But what I do love about BENJ's channel is that he's not doing YouTube for anything more than it's a passion of his, and he likes experimenting and teaching, and his aesthetic is super clean. I always learn something watching his videos, so check out BENJ, especially if you love vintage, film, photography related stuff. Must subscribe. Next up, a channel I watch a lot of is VUHLANDES, and VUHLANDES is such a uniquely talented creative in the space right now that I definitely would check out his YouTube channel and subscribe to it if you're not. His creative process is just so unapologetic. He's super honest. He's super, super talented. So much so that it hurts sometimes how good his photography is. But for real, I watch a lot of his videos just because it's such a great perspective on photography and the creative culture. And I think he's a really, really talented photog. I hate that word. Photog. Anyways, he shows you a glimpse into his life, into his creative process, and just gives you some of his thoughts, and I do find that really valuable. So if you're into that stuff, check out VUHLANDES' channel. All right, next up for one of my channels to watch is John Hill, and I might be a little bit biased here because John does a lot of skateboarding content and I love watching skateboarding, but I think he's just one of the funniest and fun creatives right now, just making content that he loves, and you can clearly see that. He's actually working on a whole series about building out an indoor skate park, like that's his. He's also really not into gear as much. He made a ton of videos just with his iPhone, so it kind of is a breath of fresh air when everyone just is so hyped on gear, but seeing John just creating random stuff just to create it, it's super fun. So definitely recommend his channel. And I think he's either almost at 1 million or just over 1 million. So if he's under, let's try to get him there if you want to check him out.
Willem's channel is, to no surprise, full of film photography gold. There are camera reviews, shooting vlogs, film challenges, and tutorials galore for all things film. Aside from being an amazing film photographer, Willem is also a master at developing, editing, and printing his own photos at home in his own little lab, and his YouTube channel is where he will give you a peek into that amazing process. FAIZAL's channel is basically a street photographer's dream channel. From POV vlogs to applicable tips and tricks, you're bound to be entertained and also learn a thing or two about street photography, one of the most difficult genres of photography to break into and master. FAIZAL shoots both digital and film, so you're getting the best of both worlds. GRAINYDAYS is film photographer Jason Kummerfeld's corner of YouTube. If you are not laughing in the intro, then you are not watching a GRAINYDAYS video. This guy is just straight up funny. But he is also very smart and he knows a load about film. I watch Jason's videos for entertainment and inspiration, but I always seem to come away with incredibly valuable knowledge about shooting film.
All right, so this channel for my fun non-creator YouTube choice is a channel called Mahalo My Dude. Mahalo My Dude. That's pretty much the vibe of the channel. It's just a ton of fun mountain biking content, and I'm not kidding. I don't even mountain bike, but every time I watch their videos, I wanna go drop cash on a mountain bike and try it myself. Not only is the filmmaking and storytelling good, the editing is incredible. I actually am blanking on the name of the dude who runs that account, but they're pretty big, and for good reason. The graphics are awesome, so every time I watch it, I just feel inspired to make like fun adventure type content. Whether you're into mountain biking or not, I think you can take something away from it. So mahalo my dude, I watch you, and I think other people should too. This channel has been something I've been recently getting into, probably because it's also a fairly new channel, and that is Daniel Inskeep's channel on making money online. He's the anti-guru. His channel's awesome. Daniel, keep up the good work. Basically, he shows you like different ways to make money online, from stocks and investing to like selling merch on random sites. You might actually know Daniel's face as the other half of Mango Street, which is a photography and video channel. But Daniel's kind of investment type of channel has shown me a lot of things. I lost $300 trading options because I don't know what I'm doing, but what I appreciate about Daniel's channel is it's a super consistent format. It's really clean, really easy to digest. All that to say, Daniel, keep up the good work. And if you're into like financial stuff, money, Robinhood, stocks, he does an awesome job and I highly recommend it. Leave a comment on this video with some like random fringe YouTube accounts that you watch. I definitely love kind of weird YouTube, so let me know.
Alright, so primitive technology is sort of where I get zen on YouTube. This channel is quite popular, but if you haven't heard of it, it's worth checking out. With absolutely no speaking at all, you can watch how things are built in the wild completely from scratch without any modern tools or materials. I promise you, you will be blown away, and probably a little hypnotized too. If you're into music, it's likely you've come across a Colors video by now. This channel is a music platform where new artists with really distinct sounds have an aesthetically pleasing stage to perform on, which allows you to focus on the performance without any distraction. This channel is a really fun one to click through or just let it roll.
All right, so one channel I've really enjoyed just watching out of just pure pleasure, and it's completely random, but the production level of his videos are so high quality, and his art is just amazing. He is hilarious. I die laughing, but the music choice, the camera movements, the transitions is just hilarious to me, and it's really good. So I highly recommend watching it if you're into that stuff. If any of you guys enjoy movies like I do, I like to critique them as well. So SCREENRANT is just hilarious. His one playlist or series that he creates is The Pitch, and basically he just goes about what will be a comedic way of pitching movies that we see in Hollywood, and all the things that I critique and many of you probably critique in movies too. It's just like he reads my mind and he says the exact same things that I'm saying in film. So anyway, watch it. It is hilarious. I laugh every time. My sister and I crack up. So there you go. There you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the creators that we shared. What are you watching in 2021? Let us know in the comments below and we'll definitely check it out. But until then, we'll catch you guys on the next one.